Mr. M, and it's time for math. For math this time we're going to do something we did a few days ago. We were looking at whole and part, right? What we call number binding. You remember what that was? Well, it'll look like this. We have one whole number split into two parts. And remember what the secret to this was, figuring out how much was there, is that the whole number and the parts are always equal, right? Okay, so we gotta take the example of 3 is our whole, and we take part of it is 2. What's the other part? Well, we've taken 2 out of the 3. It's a kind of subtraction, right? So if we take 2 away from 3, what is the other part that's left? Is 1. Right. And we can do this the other way. If we know that the parts are 1 and 2, then the whole must be what? 1 and 2. 1 plus 2. 3. Okay? So, time to mess with your head, do things a little differently. Let's take a look at this. Oh no! What's that? How can we possibly have 3 parts? Well, you remember, I said there can be any number of parts. I said this in the lesson when we learned about parts and wholes, right? We said 2 because it was simple. It's the simplest you can have is take 2 parts away, but this is 3 parts. So how can we possibly do this? Well, we're going to cut it into more pieces, more parts. We'll need a bigger whole, so we're not going to do 3. We could do parts with 3, but it would be a little too easy. Let's take a look at this 6. We can split 6 up into a bunch of parts. Let's try this. If we've got 3 is one of the parts, we've got 2 parts left. How do we know what they are? Well, let's fill in one of the other parts for you, so we'll just leave one that you have to figure out. 3 and 2. Whole is 6, and we have 2 parts, a 3 and a 2. So what's left? What's the remaining part? How can we possibly know this? Well, what we can do is take this 3 and the 2. What are those if we add those together? What's 3 plus 2? You can count up, use your fingers. Real easy to use your fingers on this one, right? 3 and 1, 2. Just the right number of fingers for most people. Not everybody. Some people don't have 5 fingers. Some people have 4. Some people have 6. Some people have less. So if these 2 are 5 together, what's left? That means we've taken 5 out of 6 altogether. It's 2 parts, but it's still 5, still the same amount, and it's still going to have the same amount left. So if we have 2 and 3, and it's 5, 6, we've taken 5 out of 3, that leaves, what's subtraction? So right, 6 minus 5 is what? 1. Yep. So all we have to do is if we know the whole and we know 2 of the parts, we just add those 2 parts together and think of it as one big part. Okay? Let's try this. And it doesn't matter which of the circles are empty either. Let's look at this. There's a 6. Okay. Well, let's not use 6 again. We used 6 already. Let's do 7. Okay? 7. And up here we'll have a 4. And down here, call that 2. It's looking a little familiar. How do we do this? There's a space in between the numbers. Doesn't matter because we just add them together anyway. So 4 plus 2 is what? 4. 2. That's 4, 5, 6. Count up. And we've got 4 and that's 6. So 6. So we've taken 6 out of 7. What's left? 1. Yes, very good. But we can do it the other way too. Wipe away the 7. Yeah. What do we got? We have 4, 2, and 1. Well, add up the 4. Well, 4, 1, and 2. We add up the 4 and the 1. We get 5, and we add up 5 plus the other 2 is 6. 7. 7. Okay? As long as you only have 1 missing, you can figure it out from the other ones. Okay? I've got a worksheet for you guys to do this. See, this is just the same as the 2 parts. just have to do the extra step of figuring out how much the two parts that you have are and see what's left over. Again, math is simple once you understand how to do it. It's just teaching your brain how to think about it. That's the hard part, and that's what we're doing now. And you can do it. I know you can. Okay, go to it. Worksheets in the answer in the assignment. Bye-bye.